Hi, I'm Eric Dewey.
And this is Steve O'Mooney.
And I'm Matthew Renfro.
And we're Socially Awkward. You're listening to another great production on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Check out more shows at foureyedradio.com. Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Appropriately Inappropriate, episode 79, with our guest Marc Silverstein, fellow comedian. Marc, what's happening, buddy?
How's it going, Kevin?
It's going good. Thanks for asking. Nance, how are you doing?
I'm good, Kev.
Cool. I hope everybody enjoyed the show last week with Jules Hyde. He was a killer guest. His stories are pretty incredible, and I can't wait to get him back so he can tell more stories because they were awesome. Right off the bat, follow me on Twitter at Kevin_Elliott. Let's see, shows coming up, I guess, February 21st in the Taffy Room at Stand Up Scottsdale. I'm doing a storyteller show where we tell a drunk story, which if you listen to this podcast, you've heard a lot of them from me. So you might not have to go, but go anyways because it'll be fun. There's other people on it, and it's always a blast. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what else. Oh, early promotion for this one. Early. But April 2nd through the 5th, which is Easter weekend, Johnny LaQuasto and Grant Cotter are at Stand Up Scottsdale, co-headlining. I will be there. They're going to come in to do an episode of the podcast like Wednesday or Thursday of that week, and then we're going to put it out like immediately. So you guys can hear those guys, and if you think they're funny, want to go to their show, just let us know. Head out there. We're going to have a blast the whole weekend. So looking forward to that. Again, April 2nd through the 5th. Nance.
Yeah.
Anything you need to promote, want to promote, talk about.
You can be one of my 104 friends that follow me on Instagram at Ngaragus. Or you don't have to. That's okay either way.
All right. Marc, blast away. Promote yourself. This is your time to shine.
Here we go. I feel like we should just end this episode where people decide if they like me or not. Let's see. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Marc Allen Silver. Marc Silverstein's already taken, I believe.
What is it, Marc Allen Silver?
Marc Allen Silver.
Middle name
That's
Allen?
my little middle name.
All right.
And then Silver is short for Silverstein.
Right.
Yeah.
And Marc is with a C.
Yeah, with a C. Got to get that one right. All right.
Oh, there is a Marc Silverstein.
He's on the Food Network. He's probably way better looking than me. He's good.
Oh, I'm already following you. That's cool.
You already following the other Marc Silverstein?
No.
Son of a bitch.
That guy's awesome.
You followed him on accident.
That's good. Let's see. We got, all right, so February 14th, the Valentine's Day show at Sam Scottsdale.
It's going to be too late. This comes out Sunday.
All right. Let's not.
The 15th.
No February. It went great, you guys. It was a great show.
Great.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
February 21st at 710's Club, 710's Lounge. It's going to be like a weed show. It's going to be really cool because it's like for medicinal marijuana card holders, but they also let the public in too. They just get a wristband. They just technically can't smoke in quotation marks, but I think you can maybe get away with it.
But everyone
But
would.
I didn't say that. Yeah.
Second hand, if nonetheless.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to get high. Definitely going to get we got February 22nd. I'm doing Arizona's Funniest Comedian at 10.
Yes.
Are you doing that?
No. But shout out to Michael Cohn and Anthony Decimito, who so far past guests from the show that have moved on to the semifinals.
She told us not to tell anybody.
They moved on to the semifinals, so congratulations to them. And I'll keep everybody posted on past guests on how they're doing. That's the 22nd.
Wonderful.
For you?
That is the 22nd at Tempe Improv.
What time? They start like 7:30, 8?
I didn't figure it out.
I don't know.
If you go to Tempe Improv website or just show up like 3 days early and just wait in line, I'm sure you'll be the first one to be there.
3 days early, huh?
I don't know. We got and then March 11th, I'll be at Hidden House. March 7th, I'll be at Prescott, depending on if I can get work off the next day. Fuck you, Brent. Okay, that's my lead. And then March 25th, I'll be at Hidden House again. And then March 26th, I'll be at Monkey Pants.
Perfect, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing Monkey Pants tonight. Have you done it before?
I did it one time before it shut down.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty good. I did a guest hosting. I guest hosted when Nick Paul, he like gave me a shirt and I got to go up there. Yeah. It's good.
Is it a young crowd? Because it's right by ASU, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good mix of people, I guess. Like, there's young people. And, dude, it's like every time you go there, it's like always like a really good room.
Cool.
People are like always laughing and shit.
Dude, I'm so stoked. And by the way, tonight, meaning Thursday, so this has already happened. People who Sunday night will be like, oh, let's head down there.
It was great.
No one will be there.
He did great. It was so funny. Oh, my God, you guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool, man. Arizona's funniest comedian competition.
Which I am not.
Why do you say that, dude? I think you're hilarious.
Listen, I don't need the win. I'm just doing it. I'm paying for stage time. That's basically what I'm doing. I just want like to be in a big stage. Listen, I'm going to do so bad where it's like I'm going to get up there and the stage is going to be so big. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I'm going to like want to move, but I don't know how to move. Like, how do you move and tell jokes? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm just going to be pacing the stage.
Dude, you are selling yourself short, Mark.
I'm humble.
Do you know who's on the bill with you that night?
I know two people. Well, I don't know him, but I've heard of Brian Bologna. He's on it.
Yeah.
And then I know
Previous
Michael
guest.
Turner.
Previous guest. So, excuse me. I guess the way that they do it is the night that you're on, you're kind of competing against those people. Is that correct?
Yeah. Are you not on it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I've never done it.
Well, I mean, those are the people you got to compete with, and then you make it out of that. So
out of that
round.
group, though, right?
Yeah.
And do they choose a certain number, or is it like, if 8 of you were good enough?
3 comedians or something they'll pick out of each night.
Cool, man. Do you have your 5 minutes down?
No, I've been working on it. Like I said, it's probably not going to go incredibly well. Like, a lot of it's going to be new shit. Not like first stuff that I put up there, but stuff I've definitely just come up with the last few weeks. So probably not the best idea, but I'm just trying to have fun.
All right.
What do you win if you win?
I don't
Just
even
the
know. I
title?
don't even know the prizes.
So it's
I
a
never
title
even
fight.
thought about winning.
Got it.
Last year, I think the prize was a weekend of work at the Tempe Improv or Stand Up Live, a weekend of work at the Improv at one of the improvs in Florida, I think the Tampa Improv, and then cash or something. But the guy that won it last year never got any of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Bob Kubota never got it?
That's what I've been told.
I don't know. I just want the title so I can just be like, fuck you to everybody. Just mock them. Of course, it's going to I'm going to get overhyped every time I get brought to the stage. Arizona's funniest comedian. I'm just going to not meet anybody's expectations at all.
That's bullshit, Mark. Because you're funny, dude. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Like a year and a half-ish.
Excuse me.
I have a question. When you ask people that question, do they always have like a long story for it?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time I ask somebody, how long have you been stand-up for? I was like, well, I started like 4 years ago, then I took a little break, and then I got a little serious into it, like 6 or 7 months in. Then like I got into weed, then I slowed down a little bit. Then I did it for 3 months, and then I got married. Like this long backstory, but apparently you never heard it, so that's pointless.
I feel like that question.
That's my story.
Is usually that follows a breakup. Like there's always a breakup, and that's what started like the stand-up. Maybe it's now they have freedom to go and
Yeah.
be wherever they need to be, whenever they need to be there. But I always feel like there's a breakup involved that starts a stand-up career. I mean, just not every time. But
I was like, I want a girlfriend. I want to get in a position to have a breakup. That's why I'm doing comedy.
To get
I'm
more
trying
material.
to attract the females.
But now you're dating a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like?
Yeah. I told her, I said, Kevin Elliott is going to ask me, he wants to know what's like to date a comedian. I said that to her today. And she's like, all right, so what's it like to date a comedian?
She asked you?
I was like, it's cool. It's fun. I like it.
Is she cool with
She's
us
like,
saying her
is
name?
that it? And I was like, yeah, I don't fuck. Listen to the episode. Listen to the episode.
up.
Yeah.
Well, I've
but now
worked
you have
with
to say
you.
nice things about her. Hurry, go.
Yeah.
I've worked with your girlfriend before. She's hilarious. She's a great comic. She's a super cool girl. And it makes perfect sense that you two would be together. So I just,
Why do you
it
say
warms
that?
my heart.
Why do you say that?
You're both young and fun and funny, kind of careless people.
You're winning me over. First Chipotle, now the compliments. This is good.
Is there a competition?
No, it's fun. I think we both make each other better, if you will. It's like we help each other out. There's no like animosity or like competitive rivalry where we're trying to like outdo each other.
There should
Because I
be.
always come out on top. But it's like, just kidding. But no, it's fun. It's like she does well, I do well. We're all happy with each other. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but also your material is different from each other. So, you shouldn't be. I don't think you should be competing with any other comics, unless it's a competition like Arizona's Funniest Comedian. But with that said, you're still not competing. You're working together, I guess, and that I think would be even greater.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I got this bit. Who can I run this by? Oh shit, the person that knows me the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run it by her. And she'll be able to tell me what's good and what I can fix. And, dude, I think that's a huge advantage.
It's more me just asking her, hey, that thing that you did or said, can I use that? Like, that's basically what running material by each other means.
I always think that I would get up on stage and tell Kevin's jokes. Like I would say, I look like Gru from... and people would go, hey, that's Kevin's joke. Like, fuck that, it's mine.
Dude,
Yeah.
I did that one the other night, and nobody really lauged.
'Cause
And
they
that was the
heard
first
it?
time. No, it was the first time nobody laughed. I was like, oh,
Maybe
shit.
you've lost weight.
I haven't.
Maybe they'd laugh if I said it.
You know what? I mean, they laughed, but it wasn't the same. I mean, it just wasn't as big of a laugh. I was like, whoa, what happened?
That movie needs to, maybe it's been out for too long.
Well, they got the Minion movie coming out.
So excited.
Yeah.
I think it was just an
I
off
followed
crowd. I
that.
think, where was this at?
It was a house of comedy. And it was like a crowd of 20 people.
Yeah, they should have gotten that. I'd say maybe just delivered it flat.
Yeah, I may have delivered it wrong. But
How do you deliver that wrong?
I've delivered it
I
wrong.
look like this guy. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. That's the shitty thing is that's a stupid like joke that I'm kind of known for now. And it's such a hack joke.
A little
And then I
bit.
love it. I think it's so funny, but it's
But it's so
quick.
true. It's like, come on, who cares though? It's just a short.
That's why I
little
think if
boom.
I did it, people would know I stole that material.
Yeah, right?
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Dude. So I think do you and well Jen, I'll just say her first name. I don't know if she wants her last name on here. Although I want to have her on as a guest, so whatever.
Yeah.
But your girlfriend Jen, do you and her always go to the same shows together? Do you try and get booked on the same shows, or you just kind of do your own thing? And if you happen to both want to go to a show together, you go. But if not, then
No, we don't like really plan it out or whatever. I don't know. It's still like relatively new with like
Okay.
doing that stuff. So we've been on a couple shows together. Like we're gonna be on the one like the Valentine's Day show.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Yeah, on the 14th.
woo!
But
That already happened.
Yeah,
last
it was
night
great.
when
You
you
guys
listened
did.
to this.
It was
you guys
great.
killed it.
We're not together anymore,
Dude, so what's the plan with that?
What?
Are you going to do two different stories? Or are you going together to tell a story?
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about it a little bit. I think we're just gonna each do our own sets. We kind of talked about like, we're gonna sit down and write like what you're gonna do, what I'm gonna do. So it's kind of like what she says. I kind of like
Oh, right. Your side of a
respond back
story
to
and
it.
then her
But
side?
I think we just got super lazy. And we're like, we'll just do our own jokes. You
You guys should do
know,
a fake fight. I love fights. I love watching fights unfold.
we sometimes do that. Not like domestic violence fights, but like
Right.
we'll
No,
be
like a
out
fake
and
argument.
I'll just say something like really mean to her in public just to make people go, what?
Right.
Yeah.
So like we're like at the grocery store the other day, and I'm like, go get a cart. She goes, please say please. And I was like, go get a cart now. And she like goes to get the car, and I just look over, and this lady's just bug-eyed looking at me, like all scared. I'm like, I'm just kidding.
No,
I
that's
like
funny.
her.
I love making people
That's
get a
the
reaction.
best.
Yeah.
That's what would be so fun about dating a comic. It's like, all right, I'm never going to get under your skin with anything. Like, we can totally joke about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not. I mean, I'm sure there's some things that if I say, she might take personal offense to. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure they exist, and I don't want to say them.
No, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with her.
No, of course not. She's
So what
a
kind
lovely
of
lady.
and this is so funny. I mean, we're talking about this, but the show
I wish she was here.
this comes out too late.
She's
for the
gonna
show.
listen to it. So
What for this Valentine's Day show? Do you tell stories about Valentine's Day, or is it jokes about just romance? and
apparently,
stuff?
it's like a bad romance show or whatever. But I'll be honest. Like, what's great about being in a relationship is that like mostly all the stuff I write is like personal experiences, and sometimes a lot of times it's like related to sex. So It's like I don't even have to come up with new jokes. This is the stuff I've been writing for like the past few months.
I'm just going to do 10
So it's
minutes of my
pretty
own
easy, yeah.
material.
There's a lot of stories I really think would be funny that I could tell on this podcast, but I'm like, ooh, I'm pretty sure my husband doesn't listen, but every now and then he'd be like, hey, why is she saying that?
Yeah, no, she's cool about it. She's like, he's, you're just going to do, I don't want to stop you from creatively expressing yourself, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So,
All right.
I like it.
So a year and a half about doing stand-up. First of all, I guess let's ask, where did it all start from with you?
It all started.
Yeah.
I first started doing stand-up in Hawaii.
That's right. You're Hawaiian.
I am not Hawaiian.
Well, whatever. You lived there.
I lived there. I went to school there for 5 years.
Yeah.
Because I can't graduate like a normal person. It takes me 5 years. But about the last year of it, that's when I started doing stand-up, and it was really fun. It was really cool. It was a really cool place to start out.
What island?
Oahu. It's
Okay.
the main one, in Honolulu. Went to University of Hawaii. So it was really fun. A lot of
Is
like
that the
bar
big
shows.
island or the main island?
No,
Is that two different
it's the
things?
main island. The big island
Kona.
is the big island. It's the biggest island. It's Hawaii.
Is that Kona? Is that?
Kona is a city on the big island.
Okay, so that's where that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
I
no,
just
this is
know
Hawaii.
Maui.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to any other ones.
Because that's
I
where
just
his
Maui, that's
timeshare
it.
is.
You got timeshare in Maui?
No.
You rich motherfucker.
No, dude, I don't. I stay at the Hyatt, dude. Why would I get a timeshare?
That's just nice that I do that.
They got penguins that walk around that place. It's awesome.
Penguins in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
I swear to
Fuck.
God, it's the coolest
They
place
have them
ever.
at the Hilton too. I never saw them. I want to see them.
No, dude, at the Hilton, at the Hyatt in Maui, right on the beach, great location. There's a canoe that was in that's kind of in the lobby, and I sat in it one night when I was drunk.
I was gonna say yeah.
And got escorted out of the hotel. I was like, I'm
Enough lava
staying here.
flows for you,
Yeah,
son.
and then penguins just
son.
waddled by. I was like, whoa.
Reminds me of a scene from
You guys see
Billy
this
Madison.
too? Is this the shrooms? Oh my god.
Penguin's gonna be at the South Pole.
Dude, that was the same trip. That same one was. I was drunk again the whole time, and
You're on vacation.
yeah. And I get off of the elevator coming back to my room, and there's this guy, like an adult guy, holding a baby, like his baby.
Hopefully.
And I literally, I step off of the elevator, I see him, and I'm like, oh, look at the baby. And I'm like, and he's holding one too. And laughed to myself. I thought it was hilarious. And the guy gave me this look of you piece of shit, stupid kid. So then the next day, I go down by the pool and I'm just laying in the shade. I get burned very easily. So I'm laying in the shade, and then I have my eyes closed. I finally open my eyes. I look over to my left. It's the dude that I made fun of that night, just sitting next to me, staring at me. I was like, this is so awkward. Is there other shade chairs I can sit at, or is this all we have? No, it's all full. I'm just gonna go to bed then. See you guys later.
You're like you have the typical look for a mainlander. They just look at you and go, "Oh, go fuck yourself."
Dude, the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. I would go from my chair in the shade, and then I'd jump in the pool, swim to the bar that's in the pool, but it was underneath. I would rarely be in the sun.
No, the sun's
the worst.
dangerous.
You just stayed on the resort the whole time?
No, we did some stuff that was fun.
No, he went out to dinner.
Yeah, we
at
did go
other
out to dinner.
places.
The one thing I hate
Other
about
hotel resorts.
the one thing I hate about Hawaii is it's very
It's too
similar.
touristy.
As a
I hate it when
tourist, I
tourists say that. It's
appreciate
too touristy here.
I love it.
Motherfucker.
Actually, a couple of things. Okay, I hate that milk is $8 a gallon.
Right.
It's
Unless
like
you're
gas.
from Hawaii and then they give you a discount.
Yeah. And then it relates to Miami in a way that every restaurant, dude, they don't give a shit about you. They take their time to help you, serve you. It takes forever in restaurants there.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know. I never ate at any resorts or anything. That was.
Dude, I went to regular restaurants while I was there. I went to
Cheeseburger Paradise.
this,
Bubba Gump's Shrimp.
yeah.
Every restaurant he went to had a
the
T-shirt with
local
their
spots.
logo.
Yeah.
Hold on, we did go to Cheeseburger in Paradise, but listen,
I know, I go there too.
our waiter, we sat down, and our waiter just sat down at the table next to ours and was just talking with the people. 45 minutes went by, and I went up. I'm like, "Do we have a waiter or waitress?" Like, "Oh yeah, he's right there." It was like, oh, do we just wait then? It's like, yeah.
I love how you're probably
Just hang out.
attributing that to just like that being all of Hawaii. Like that's all of Hawaii.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right.
Go to fucking Cheesecake Factory and they just plop down next to you, eat it New York style.
What do you do in Hawaii that makes you not a tourist, besides the fact that you lived there?
I don't know. I try
Made dinner
to
by
eat locally, like go to like all the like little local spots. That's kind of like what I like doing.
Helping out the small
So I
business.
go out to dinner at different places. Okay.
They're local spots. Okay. And then, I mean, I don't know, like it's so close to Waikiki, which is like the super touristy place. So I would go there a lot. Like that's like a lot of times the beach I'd go to, like just to like go bodyboarding or do something like that. But I don't know, like the last year was like comedy. And then a lot of times it was just like spent drinking and getting high on campus pretty much. So I don't know, go hiking a little bit, but it's pretty fun. I don't know.
Talk
I really
about
enjoyed it.
comedy in Hawaii.
Comedy in Hawaii. So there's a little scene in Hawaii.
He performs at Luau's.
Not quite. More just bars.
He was the pig.
It's fun though. Like there's a really like little close knit community of like comedians that like really try to work hard and stuff. And there's some pretty cool opportunities. They'll have like mainlanders come in, or mainland comedians come in, and like you can like open up for them when they do have that. But you know, a lot of open mics.
Do they have a lot of spots out there?
It's like it
Opportunity?
depends. It really changes because you know they'll go to one bar and then they'll like kick them out. So it's like it just changes. Like I remember when maybe like 4 times a week that was the most I could get up at one point. So
That's pretty good. I mean, that's more than I would think.
Yeah.
That would be out there. Do people island hop to get stage time?
maybe a little, but nothing. Most of the people don't.
It's really not worth it?
especially since it's Oahu, so it's like the main island of doing stuff.
All right.
But every once in a while, you hear about people going to like Big Island.
Canoeing,
Yeah,
Nance.
we canoe there. That's what we do.
You're going
All
to
the
paddle boat your way
way.
over? Boy, are my legs
If you had your
tired.
own jet ski, maybe like a jet
That'd be
ski
cool.
from island to island, which would be cool.
Yeah.
And scary.
Until you like run out
Yeah.
of gas. And you're
Or
like,
at night,
right.
I would be
Now
scared
what?
at night to be on in the water. I went on one night dive. That was the scariest thing I've ever done.
I bet.
It was cool though.
Have you ever been like scuba diving or whatever?
you're bringing up
snorkeling.
painful memories.
Why?
For me. Or painful and not even memories. I'm a marine biology major. So I got my
cool.
major in.
Let's
I bought
talk
all
about
my
sharks.
scuba.
That's every kid's dream.
Yeah.
I bought all my scuba gear, and I just never went.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I was trying to become a scientific diver at one point. This is really embarrassing. And you have to pass like a physical like test.
Right.
And me and my friend were
Physical
doing it.
challenge
You're
from Double
supposed
Dare.
to
Yeah.
not smoke things. to
She,
be able to- I'm just
she's
gonna
a
put that
girl.
there.
She was like, "Are we ready for this test?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." I did this when I had to get my like PADI certification. Like when I was in high school. Like it's totally gonna be the same thing. Not the same thing. I might have been the only person who did not finish. Like there's a fat guy there who was able to do like the 200 yards or whatever you have to swim. After like one lap, I was just like backstroking it.
Floating.
was so-
All his floating technique.
I was so cocky about it too. Like, she's like, "Don't you want to wear goggles?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. I don't need goggles." Then, like after one lap, I was like, "I need goggles," but the only goggles I had,
I need
were,
goggles,
like,
fins,
scuba
and a
goggles,
propeller.
like the ones with the nose. So I'm trying to do laps with like the big
With,
scuba
like, a brick
mask
on your
on.
face?
I looked retarded.
I have heard that you can open your eyes underwater. Like it hurts to get water splashed in your
Yeah.
eyes, but if you just completely open your eyes underwater, it's not a big deal.
In the ocean?
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I've heard it.
I wear contacts, so
Oh,
Oh, that would suck.
yeah. And it's just blurry if I take those out.
yeah.
Not a good idea.
No.
So I didn't get that. I didn't get scientifically certified. But
Damn
my
it.
friend did, and I'm pretty sure everybody else did that tried.
It's like the voyage of the Mimi. He fell off the boat.
Somewhere in my parents' house, there's just a closet full of scuba gear that's
Waiting for
never
you.
been used.
Yeah, like perfect.
I got a
mint
great
condition.
deal on scuba gear, like all the name brands and stuff. Because this girl I knew, and I took it in the pool. That's
Did you?
yeah, that's, the
That's
only place.
awesome.
Maybe you can get it online. Maybe it's not too
Go to
late
Big
for you.
Surf with it, dude. Just wade in the water. Wave
What's
pool.
Big Surf?
It's a water park
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Do that.
Won't get made fun of there.
That would be
No.
so funny, dude. Walking up full gear flippers. It's like
Like,
one
hey,
adult, please.
You come
I
with
burn
me. You bring your little floaties and stuff.
Just say you burn easy. This is
I will.
protective
It'd be so
issue.
funny. Have you ever gone like snorkeling or
Yeah, I've
legit
gone,
scuba
I've
diving?
gone-
Anything?
No, I've told you.
Just
I've
never
gone scuba
scuba-
diving.
I know, I mean,
I've
you did the thing, but-
snorkeling. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any shark encounters?
I think I had a shark encounter once. Well, I went shark cage diving, so we kind of
Wait,
encountered
Shark
in the
challenge
cage?
diving?
Yeah, I was in the cage.
That's
No, they didn't
awesome.
put me in the cage with the sharks, but they there's that. So I paid for that, and then there
bop
was
'em on
one
the
time
nose.
I was
Don't
like
get confused.
kayaking, and I think I saw a shark.
Oh, how scary, dude.
I
Woo.
wasn't that scared. I was like, whatever, bitch. I got you. Punch you in the nose.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
right,
just
dude.
bop 'em on
It's
the
gonna wear a
nose. They
necklace
don't-
with your tooth on it.
I was in a kayak. I had a paddle. But yeah, that's fun.
Dude, that is fun.
Yeah.
I'm too claustrophobic to do scuba diving.
Because of the face?
Yeah.
Like, because how you have
The
to
whole
breathe out
thing.
of that tube? I'm always scared a wave's going to come and I'm going to breathe in water.
And
But
that the
I do it
tank is going to
anyways.
weigh me down, and I'm going to be stuck at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I'm
a
terrified of
turtle.
water.
You'll
Don't get me
float.
wrong.
I'm pretty sure you'll float, Kevin.
I'm a bobber when I get into water. Just wade.
Yeah, no, I'm terrified of the water. Like, you'll go to some spots. There's one place called, like, Sandy's Beach, and, like, the waves, it's like shore break. So there's, like, big waves that happen on the shore. Cool. So if you plan it wrong, you're just going to get whacked. It's just going to smack you into the ground. Like really big waves, too. So I, like, remember this one time, like, the water, like, goes out, and then, like, a wave forms. So, like, when it went out, like, I ran out with it, and then, like, the waves started to come towards me, and I'm just like, shit. I can't run back to the beach because
You won't make it.
it's gonna, and so I just tried diving to the wave. It's like getting raped by water. That's, like, what happens. It's really bad. You'll, like, lose clothing and stuff.
Wow.
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
That's okay, though.
That happened to a
It
friend of mine
happens.
wakeboarding. He got,
Oh,
he was like
yeah.
sitting down in the water, and then the boat pulls you, and it pulled him up,
Yeah.
and his shorts just fell straight to his ankles. And he was, didn't know, do I still hold on, or should I just let go?
Just
It was
let
like
go.
too long to even think about it. We're like, well, you're in it for the long haul now, bud. Just
Yeah.
ride it out. I don't know.
Yeah, just pull him up.
He was so embarrassed.
And now I want to know who he is. Never mind. Now I don't. Now I don't want to know.
It's primarily why I came to Arizona, to get away from the water.
Yeah. Why did you come to Arizona when you already live in Hawaii?
Well, I was like, I didn't really set myself up right for college. You know, Plan A, scientific diver, didn't really fall through. So, so I didn't really know what to do. So my parents just retired down here. So I was like, all right, they got a place to stay. But I saw they had the good comedy scene.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll do that. So,
Where are you originally from?
around Chicago.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's the greatest place.
He's had like
one of them.
like the polar opposites of everywhere you've lived so far. Like
A little bit,
Chicago,
yeah.
then Hawaii, now
It's,
Arizona.
What part of Chicago?
Well, not Chicago. The north suburbs of. It's like in between Milwaukee
we
and
talked
Chicago.
about this
It's called
before.
Gurney, Illinois.
All right.
So
You know
got this-
Downers Grove
Yeah, I know Downers Grove.
and Naperville?
Yeah, those are both south of me, but
Are they?
we got the Six Flags Great America.
Ah, nice.
That's what we got.
You
on
into the
town.
roller coasters and stuff?
The last time I went on a roller coaster was when I was in 5th grade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm not into them at all, dude, but my son is. I'm fucking scared. He's like, hey,
You're
can we
scared
go
of
to
roller
this-
coasters?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're
yeah.
surprised.
I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised. I feel like you'd be like somebody who like is all over the roller coasters. You're
I
blind
have
for
been
that
on
shit.
them before, forcefully.
Would you throw up? Are you a
I
puker?
almost did. I almost
You're
did.
a puker.
I guess, but I try and hold it in. One ride did make me, I got sick. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It was the Batman ride at Six Flags.
What's that ride?
It's fun, but I didn't know that at the end it just stops. It doesn't like glide into a slower speed.
Not like
it goes
Batman.
like 100 miles an hour and then just stops. And so it did that and it just smashed my head forward and then back. And I was like, I don't feel good, dude. This is the worst.
I
And I
don't wanna
sat
be
there
here
for like an
anymore.
hour just sitting in this bench. Like, please leave me alone. Get away from me.
Is your
Nobody can
brain
leave me.
just smashed into the front
It was
part of
the
your
worst.
skull?
It was the worst.
Got
The whole day was
roller
shitty.
coaster concussion.
The whole day was horrible. The first one we went on was like not a child's one, but no loops or anything. So it was like, all right, if I'm going to do this, Let me just see what it's like. So I went on that one. I was like, all right, I can do that. Let's go hit up another one. So we went on, I think it was the Riddler, where you stand up, kind of. I mean, you are standing up, but it's like a seat that's kind of right underneath you.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you buckle in with that shoulder, the thing that goes over your head and shoulders. Not the shampoo.
And then it like goes straight up. Does it go straight up?
Yeah, but they checked everybody's to make sure there was locked.
Everybody
Except me, right? And so, but I thought mine clicked. So I was like, I thought I was good. And then at the last second, I feel it push forward. So I'm like, oh shit, dude, I don't think it's locked. And it was too late. It started moving. So I was like, this is how it ends, dude. This is how my life. So in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to clasp my arms through the loop. And that's how I'll hold on the whole ride. But
That's
luckily
not
it was
fun
clasped.
at
I was
all.
too stupid.
Maybe you should just stay away from Batman-themed rides.
Dude,
I
right?
think that's the moral of the story.
Oh, dude, my son and I watched.
Can I tell you this? I
yeah.
once shit on a roller coaster.
You did?
Yes.
Go on, dude. That story trumps all.
Listen, this wasn't adult
Yes.
life Mark. This was definitely child Mark when I was really afraid of public restrooms.
I'm not judging.
I still am, but it's like I really wouldn't go to them, not to like take a crap or anything. So I was on the Whizzer of all rides, and I was sitting down, and I had to go, and I just let a log out. Yeah, right before the ride. So the whole
Right before it
duration of the
started?
ride. Yeah, right before it started. I sat down. I was like, you know what? This is close enough to the toilet, and I just let it out.
Who was sitting next to you?
Probably my buddy Danny Capal.
What's up, Danny? You're gross
Danny.
too.
Yeah. So it happened, and afterwards, I was like, I don't. Like, I was with Danny and his mom. She's a sweetheart. She took us every day to Six Flags. I was like, I want to go home. And I'm like, all right. So, like, in the car, it really was starting to smell. So I was like, I didn't want to make it obvious. So I was like, what's that smell?
Right, never take credit.
I don't know. So I was playing it off like, I didn't shit my pants. I went home and just ran to the bathroom.
Wow, the whole car
What a
ride
bad
you made it? I
day.
mean,
Yeah.
What a terrible day.
were you sitting on your hip? I mean,
He's
I've said.
walking on his hands.
I can't recall. It was just, I probably just let it happen, just mushed it. I pancaked that thing. I think that's what I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Because if they're shitting your pants stories, I'm all for them.
You're at the right place.
Well, I mean, I will say this then. This is, I think this is kind of adult Mark. This is high school Mark. Very desperate for attention.
Oh no.
I don't know. We're watching Scrubs one day with my friends, and
that show.
somebody said something about their shitting their pants, and my friend was like, "I would never do that." I was like, "I would do it for money." And he's like, "How much?" I was like, "I do it for $100 or something." It was probably like $20. That's what I said. So they just like start texting people like, "Bring Marty to baseball practice next practice," and then we'll like kind of have a little pool. So Mark shits his pants, and we never got the money. We got like $9.72 and change, and by like one of the last few days of baseball, they're like, "Are we gonna do this thing?" I was like, "How much money we got?" They're like, $9.72 and change. I was like, "All right." So I went to the showers, and I shit my pants.
Well, he was in a safe place.
Yeah.
Maybe a change of clothes was in your locker.
Probably.
And you didn't get the money?
I got the money.
Okay,
it was just
good.
like, here's a bunch of rusty nickels with like gum caked on them. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks. This is totally worth it.
$9.72 or $972 and change?
No.
Because you said $9.72 and
Let's get him
change.
to do stuff for money. What do you have on you?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They're
they brought it.
$9.
They wanted to see me do it. They just wanted to make it really hard for me to carry all that money home. Like, why?
Well, especially if you don't have pants to wear.
That's like
anymore.
15 people on a baseball team divided by 372 divided by 15. I don't know that number, but that's a lot of money for each person to bring.
Divided by how, 15?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I
For
don't know.
just
If you went to high
somebody
school,
shit
we
their
went to
pants.
school.
Yeah, it's just different.
So how long did you play baseball for?
Oh, well,
Like 64 cents. 64 cents a piece. Your friends are assholes.
no, 372 divided by, or 970. What was it?
972 divided by
Oh,
15.
okay. I thought you
Yeah,
were in the
that-
hundreds scale.
No,
I was
that's like
okay.
64 cents a piece.
Yeah, they're assholes
Better
for
friends.
sure.
Bad things will happen to them.
Yeah, I played baseball. Well, I played all my life, and then I got to high school. I played up to varsity. I mean, I played in quotation. I showed up. You know, last year I didn't play one inning.
No
it was
way.
ridiculous. Like my coach was talking to me. He was like, how I was like throwing like 85 miles an hour, like
That's
before the
awesome
season
in high
started.
school.
I didn't play one fucking inning. So
Jesus, what position did you play? Pitcher?
yeah.
And that's it, or were you fielding?
Yeah, I was the only person on the team who also didn't hit. Like they didn't give me that op. They're like, we're just gonna stop you. Right
Bench
there.
warmers. Did you
Like
see
yeah,
that movie?
it was bad. I remember practice. I'd hit a few out of the park, but they're like, we're just gonna let you not do that.
Was your team good?
Yeah, they're pretty
They
good.
better
no,
been
maybe
awesome.
I'm like overselling how I was not very good at hitting. Like very.
You hit a couple out. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. They didn't play one inning.
No, I didn't play any innings last year. I played like 15 innings the year before, and then the next year I didn't play any innings.
That sucks, man.
Oh yeah, I resent baseball now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Goddamn Clint Smothers. That's the guy's name, Clint Smothers.
Clint Smothers, the coach. Anybody out there that knows him, you let him know we're looking for him.
Hey, some people know Clint Smothers. He did like 4 different sports for Southern Illinois University. He was
dude, they're a good
just
school.
lettered like so many times, like just set records and shit. He is known. I'm gonna get shot for this.
All right, we love you, Clint Smothers.
Yeah.
He told me when I was going to Hawaii, he's like, "Hey, Mark." I don't know. He's from the South.
The southern accent.
He told me to get Dog the Bounty Hunter's autograph, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. You son of a bitch.
Oh, shit. All right, let's change gears, but keep it fun. First time you ever got drunk?
I don't know specifically the first. I remember I went to some family reunions and I was taking Jello shots, but I don't really remember getting drunk. I do remember. Oh, okay. Here's maybe one time that I was drunk. Not that great of a story. It was New Year's Eve. I was hanging out with 2 people. One of them passed out. So then it was a New Year's Eve with 2 people. Not that great of it. I just remember throwing up into. I was drinking out of a red styrofoam cup, and before I knew it, I was throwing it back up into that red styrofoam cup.
Just keep drinking it back.
It's just
gross.
It's
That
a
is
sad march up the stairs with those 2
Which one? Oh, God.
throw up.
Gross.
Oof.
Yeah, that was my New Year's.
Do you remember what you drank the first time? So that night, was it beer?
Yeah, it was
In the
definitely
cup?
beer. It was probably some really I think it was a really good beer. I think it was Bud Light or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've thrown
great
up off that
stuff.
all the time.
Yeah.
I
Just
can't
because
drink
it's
it.
gross.
I just
It
can't
just comes
drink
back
it, dude.
up.
It's so gross.
No, I lied to you.
Boom!
It was Jaeger. We drank
too.
a lot of Jaeger
My,
that night.
my first time was Jaeger, and I threw up. And it was
Is
gross.
Jaeger the one that you chase with Dr. Pepper, or is it Southern Comfort?
Jaeger's the one you don't chase with
'Cause
Jaeger.
That's what happened to me. Because I drank it with my sister.
Yeah.
I was kicked off our Catalina Island trip for something else
I
bad.
believe that.
They
Something
kicked you
else
off the
bad.
island.
For something else bad that I
Nancy,
did.
you're out.
So I had to stay home, and my sister was like, well, I'll stay home too, and I have a bottle of Jaeger. I'm like, cool, let's do that. So I drank it, and I'm like, this is delicious. Drinking's easy. And then I started throwing up.
Drinking's easy.
And then
When you get cocky about it, that's when you're
well,
going to find
that's
yourself
exactly what
getting in
happened.
trouble.
So then, she comes upstairs, and she's like, here, I got you some water. I was like, oh, thanks. It was more Jaeger. So then I just what a bitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's bad.
It takes you a while, when you start drinking, to really figure out how to drink and not throw up. That was a problem of mine.
It's a skill.
Especially since just how I drank early in college. It was okay, I get out of class, I go to Burger King, I get a Whopper or something, and then immediately after that, we just start drinking a lot of beer. And every time I would throw up,
It's
just
not
because
socially.
you just fill up on shit that you're eating, and then they just 2 don't mix. So that took me about 4 years to figure out.
That's how long it kind of does take. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it took a while. You got to figure out your tolerance and how much you can drink, and I can't drink liquor. I just
There you go.
can't do it, man. I go over, and then I get sick, and I throw up. Sorry, I'm not good at it.
I thought I had it figured out, and not that long ago, I want to say a month ago, I I just drank wrong, and I got up, I walked to the bathroom, and I threw up before I even got there. My husband's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like,
Yeah, right.
like you what?
Just
And I
hold
was
my hair.
no, it wasn't even that. It was just like I didn't even know where it was coming. I just,
Yeah.
something. I was like, "Oh, it must be food
You
poisoning."
ever throw up from smoking?
Never have. I've never smoked.
Oh, okay. Maybe a bad question. How about you, Nance?
Yeah.
You threw up from smoking? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They
Only
say
when
you
mix
can't do
with-
it.
Only when I mixed it with drinking.
Like marijuana or cigarettes?
Both.
Oh. Both? I was going to say, because, like, they tell you, like, marijuana, you can't throw up from marijuana.
That's not true.
I don't know, like, yeah. I thought it was true. So I remember just one day, like me and my friend went to go pick up weed, and like they gave us this like really weird bong contraption. And right when I hit it, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to the bathroom, and just spewed.
Oh no.
That's the only time that ever made me throw up too, was when I hit the bong. So maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's bad water. I don't know. Bong water. I haven't heard the term bong water in years. Like maybe a decade.
Bong
I'm so
water.
old.
Gotta hang around my roommates more. Do you ever throw up from
Gross.
eating?
I mean, I don't think I've ever really gotten food poisoning ever. I have a really strong stomach.
Not even from like food poisoning, just from eating too much.
No, I think
No.
there's a term
Have
for
you?
that. I don't
Yeah.
have that problem.
Yeah. No, well,
No, I
because
haven't.
You've eaten yourself so much that you threw it up?
well, see, like I take like for longest
once I
time I take like Adderall and stuff, or like stuff for ADHD, and like it suppresses your appetite a lot. So I remember in high school, like I didn't take it once, and when you don't take it, you get a bunch of withdrawal symptoms. So you're like super tired and like super hungry for some reason. So I would just go like I literally went to like Culver's, KFC. Boston Market and
Ew.
Wendy's, just so
Order the
hungry.
number 2 at all of them.
Yeah.
Supersized
consistency.
It's a
your
great
whole
game.
day. Yeah, no
Showed
wonder
up,
you threw up.
Showed up to my house, ate it all, just threw it all up. I literally threw up like $40 of fast food.
Oh,
Dude.
that happened to me once with pumpkin pie. I ate 2 pieces of pumpkin pie when I was like 12. And I was
Two
just like,
pieces?
oh God. And that just was it. I just threw up. I couldn't eat pumpkin. I haven't eaten pumpkin pie since I was 12.
Really?
Sad.
To me, it's
I
like
used
you got to
to
tackle
really
pumpkin
like
pie. Now pumpkin pie
pie.
is like your enemy, and you have to battle pumpkin
And
pie.
every year when all this pumpkin cheesecake latte shit comes out, I'm like, oh, gross. I just can't do it.
We used to do eating challenges on the road, and because you have nothing to do sometimes. So one of them was
Just
the
waste food instead.
well, no, I mean somebody has to take the challenge,
Oh, okay.
and so it was rarely ever me back then. So it was like the value menu challenge. So you go to like Wendy's or wherever that has a value menu, and you have to order everything on it and
Gross.
eat it all. Like you've tried to eat it all, and dude, you get so sick. It's just a mix of
Gross.
horrible food. We did the what's like the big jug of ice cream, you know, that you see at like Blue Bunny or something.
Like a
Like
gallon,
how big is that? A gallon?
Bunny?
Yeah,
a
that's
gallon of ice?
something like that.
Okay.
But you get the big tub of it, and you'd have to eat that. And dude, we tried that one so many times. never even
Gross.
close, dude. It always
Gross.
ended with somebody taking it and just throwing it out a window. And then never eating ice cream again.
Ever.
Because it's like, dude, I love ice cream. Yeah, you get
I'll do
whatever
that
flavor you
challenge.
want, asshole. Let me go for it. It's so much dairy. I just can't
Yeah,
imagine.
so if you had to eat something, like the one thing, like a food challenge, what would it be that you're like, oh, I could handle that. That's
Okay,
not
so
terrible.
there's the Chipotle challenge,
Oh, that
which
hot
is
sauce.
3
is so good.
burritos.
Ugh.
I don't know if I
Did
can do
you
3
do it?
I've
burritos.
gotten through 2.
Really?
Yeah, but then you look at that third one and you just see it and you're like, I can't put that in my
Like
body.
that
dude.
show,
I just
Man
can't.
versus Food. I
Yeah.
love that show. Oh, gross. But I always wonder, like, is that guy not, like, healthy?
Well, have you seen him? He's a bit overweight.
Yeah.
He's
But
not
I'll
exactly.
also say, for how much he eats, he should be a lot bigger.
Well, I mean, that's just I don't think he's doing that on a daily basis type thing. But I once did the Blazing Hot Wings challenge. At,
Yeah, my brother
Buffalo
just
Wild
did that,
Wings.
and he just told me about it. How
Did
bad
he
it
win?
went. He said it went bad.
Oh,
I don't
did
know
you
if
win?
you went.
I did. Well,
he did it.
I
Like,
mean,
he
I did it.
completed
Yeah, I won. I guess I was supposed to get a picture or a shirt.
Yeah, he did it.
Didn't get either of those
Oh
things.
no!
Just got really
How
spicy.
fast? You have to eat it in a certain amount of
It's
time.
like maybe
right?
like 8 minutes or something. I don't know.
How many wings? Is it 6 or 12?
Maybe like 8 or something.
Okay. So
Yeah,
one a minute. That makes sense.
I think it needed like medical attention after he was done. But
Really?
he did it. Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutal stuff. Yeah,
I can't do
but-
anything spicy, but my ex-brother-in-law, like nothing bothers him as far as heat. So we would do that shit to him, and he's like, "Dude, there's no problem, nothing." Like he would
Like
eat
the
it,
ghost
no
pepper
problem.
and the
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Right? You gotta like tear your whatever fire ass.
Dude, a
Is that
friend of
what it's
mine
called?
gave me some sort of pepper, talked me into it. Like, dude, it's not even bad. And then he took it and was like, "Oh, look, I'm eating." He popped them in like Skittles. Like it was no big deal. So I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'm a man." So I took it, dude. I almost threw up and shit myself and pissed myself at the same time. I couldn't take it, dude. For like a half an hour, I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't breathe.
There's like something that makes the hotness go away. What is it? I saw it on that show, Hack My
Milk?
Life.
Milk?
It may be milk.
Or
Yeah.
soy sauce? I think
It
soy sauce is
wasn't
for
alcohol
burn.
because they did a couple of them. Like one was milk, one was soy sauce, or one was alcohol.
One makes it
and-
worse.
Yeah, I think it was the alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch Hack My Life? Is that
No.
I have not seen it.
so? They were trying to like see which one made the hot go away.
I
But
love to be the guinea pig on that one. This one works. This one doesn't. Please help me. Get a fire extinguisher or something.
Then once the pain goes down, like, all right, next up, gotta go.
I'm
Gotta
still
go.
hungry though. It's my food. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, dude.
Speaking of soy sauce and Asians, the Asian people have found an incredibly awesome way of putting their spicy things. The wasabi. You ever,
Oh,
about
dude.
every couple years, I will fall for the old wasabi trick, where it's there's a plate of sushi or something, and I see that wasabi, and I'm like, well, that must be meat, and I go stick my toothpick in it, put it in my mouth, and I'm like, that's not meat. That is definitely
Or
something
ice
way
cream.
too spicy for me. And it's just not good. I just get this really constipated look on my face. And I don't know. That never happens to you? You never happen that happen to you?
No, because I can't do anything spicy. So if it
I didn't
remotely
know it was
looks
spicy.
Like, yeah, but if it looks like it, I'm
It
out.
doesn't
Favorite
look like
food is
anything.
Chipotle.
Yeah, non-spicy
like that
everything.
is a pepper. Like the
No.
restaurant's a pepper. Chipotle peppers.
Yeah, but
It's a very tame pepper.
yeah,
Chipotle.
I just get steak, cheese, sour cream, rice. I don't
Okay.
get all the other. I don't get salsa.
None at all. You don't even get the one with the corn in it.
That's spicy. Why are you laughing? It
I like
is.
spicy food. I get the red one. I put it on there. I don't care.
I wish. You know what? I've tried to build myself up over the years, adding hot sauce to things and whatnot, but it just burns the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, some people put like, I don't know what kind of hot sauce it is, but like they'll like put hot sauce on fucking everything.
I
like
put hot
they
sauce on
like,
everything.
Like they like it. And I think they're like kidding themselves because
No, I like hot sauce. I put it on everything.
really.
I think of food like, what do I want for dinner tonight? I'm like, well, this is the hot sauce I have, so I'm going to make that because it goes with it.
What's your hot sauce?
I like Cholula and Tabasco and
That's-
sriracha.
yeah. Well, I mean, all right, I can use sriracha. I'll put sriracha on my eggs.
But nothing's like so hot that it hurts me. Like it's just like,
I put a dab of sriracha on my wife's Mongolian barbecue.
That's
bragging, I'm
that's
just
hot. That's a hot sauce.
Yeah, but I do a dab and it still burns my mouth. It just looks good in the bottle.
I went to
It does. It is a nice looking. It's
have
fresh.
you guys ever been to La Santisma's gourmet taco shop?
No.
It's really good.
It's in
There's one
Hawaii.
no, there's one. There's one in Glendale, which and then there's another
Illinois.
one somewhere I think in Phoenix. But I got this like chorizo dish like of tacos
Chorizo?
and it's chorizo.
I'm not sure. Chorizo,
It's
maybe?
very bold to be correcting me if you don't know what it is.
I just wanted everybody to know what you were talking about.
Is it chorizo or is
Yeah,
it chorizo?
No, it's chorizo.
All right, chorizo is. I got the chorizo.
The A is
I
silent.
got the I got the chorizo like tacos and stuff, and I couldn't even finish it. It was like the worst like kind of meal that I've ever. I couldn't finish it. It was too spicy, and yet I rave about that place to this day. It's an amazing place. I highly recommend it. They got this like little taco. Or they got a salsa bar with so many different salsas. Like they got like 50 different salsas. You just go up there and try them. It's an amazing place, and I had a terrible meal there. So I just
you
find it
gotta go back.
fascinating. That
You have to go back and try more things.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause I'm sure not everything's bad.
no, that's why it's an amazing. Like I ate my girlfriend's thing, and that was delicious.
Go
Which
on.
best part about having a girlfriend is being like, you're like, now you got 2 meals. You got 2 plates to pick off of.
That's
I
true.
totally see why my dad did it. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
true.
When he saw kids, he's like, that's like 4 different meal options I have when I'm sitting down at the table.
That's when we go
Are
out to
you
dinner,
kidding
the
me?
first thing
Plus
people
dessert?
say-
I think so.
We go, what
I'm
are you
signing
getting?
up for this.
Oh, good. Now I don't have to get that. I can get something
Yeah,
else because
dude.
you're already getting that. Like, it's a great thing.
Every
It's like ordering
time
2
we go to
things.
eat, I'm like, "What do you want?" To my son, he's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "You probably want the ravioli, then. And then I'll get."
Yeah. It's very
somewhere
helpful
Yeah, that's fine.
and selfish, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever been arrested,
No.
or are you like a prank guy? Have you done any pranks to people?
No. I don't know. Like,
shit.
I probably have done some I can't really remember. I do gross things. Like, I'll put, like, a dirty condom under somebody's pillow, and they won't find out until
months.
I tell them. Like, after they clean up their room and, like, graduate college, I'm like, hey, you know that one time I stuck a dirty condom under your pillow?
And your mom's like, "I know. Where was that from?" Your dad doesn't wear them. I don't know.
Mocky.
Is she a super Jewish mother?
She's not even Jewish at all. She's like, it's weird. She's like the biggest Jew I know, but she's not even a Jew. Like, she has like a menorah collection.
Whoa.
And she does all these like Jew things.
People
like,
that aren't Jewish, I find, do that stuff.
menorah collections.
Well, just like they love Judaism, they love Jews. I mean, not Germans, but for the most part.
I heard a comedian the other day go up. I don't want to name. I would drop his name, but I forgot it. But he did literally, and not because he's not a cool guy. I had an amazing conversation with him. I just want to clarify that in case you're listening. I love you. But he his set he did like a bunch of Jew jokes. And then I turned to the guy and I was like, he's doing a lot of Jew jokes for not being a Jew. This is kind of funny. It's a little hack, a little bit. But not calling you hack.
Dude,
I don't know why he's
Salinas
not
has a
listening.
great Jew joke where he says, "I want to take Jewish kids with ADHD and take them to like a camp."
Concentration.
Yeah, name it a concentration camp. Dude, the first hour I laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. I'm open to
But
Jew
you
jokes.
offended. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm extremely offended. I can't be. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal to me. Maybe if I lived through it.
So you got bar mitzvahed,
I did.
and then you ruined your certificate.
I don't think I got a new one. Like, go
I
fuck
don't remember
himself.
getting a certificate. So when you were like,
probably,
"I ruined
they
mine," I
probably
was like,
didn't give you one.
Kevin Elliott's a Jew? I did not know that.
Yeah,
You got,
100%.
yeah. Did you have a long Haftorah?
Well, here's the story.
So let's see.
Is that like those 7 aliyahs that you have to read or something?
You're getting a little too Jewy for me. I don't
Right?
know.
That's why you don't have a certificate.
Well, yeah, I never learned.
You need to go to the camp.
I never learned how to read Hebrew.
But you still had your bar mitzvah?
Well, yeah.
That's the biggest sham I've ever heard.
the rabbi
They're just
did the
handing these
whole
things
thing.
out? Did you do it in English?
No, I just sat there.
He had
And
an
so-
interpreter.
That is brutal. What did you learn in
of.
Hebrew school? They didn't teach you Hebrew?
No, I mean, yeah, they were trying to.
Were you that bad at Hebrew?
Special
We'll
needs
just
in
do it
Hebrew
for you.
school.
Stop. So
I'm sorry.
no, but listen. So I went like as you get closer. I think like 6 months. Within a year, I think 6 months. That's when they start really putting it on. So you don't just go Sunday. You have to go on like Wednesday too, and it's like tutoring. So every week I'd go in, and they'd be like, "All right, where are you on the lesson?" And I was like, "At the beginning." And then they knew I couldn't read it, so they're like, "Last ditch effort. Here's the tape. Memorize it."
Like Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. So they said, memorize it. Here you go. So bar mitzvah comes, and the rabbi's like, "You ready?" And I was like, "Just a heads up, dude. I don't know anything."
I didn't practice it at all.
Yeah. So he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, you're probably gonna have to ride solo on this one."
So do 7 Hail Marys.
Thing you need to do. How do you not?
Dude, I mean, look, I don't know. I'm not a smart guy. So the rabbi did the whole thing. I just sat there in the background. Like, he just did the whole thing. And then that ended.
You're not a Jew.
Then
Get over yourself.
Then we had a fun party at an amusement park, which I don't
Is that
like
when they
roller
gave you the last
coasters.
name Elliot? Because he's like, he's not a real Jew.
Wait, do you
Give him
have
something
a
non-Jewish.
Hebrew name? A lot of Jewish kids I know have like a different name. So you have like a stage name, a Hebrew name, a real name.
Wait, what's your Kevin Elliott's your stage name? What's your real name?
Silverstein.
Yeah, it's Silverstein, dude. What are you talking about?
Goldman.
It's Jewish. That's my last name.
Wait, what's your
kinda
Hebrew
Jewish.
name?
Gershon Rubin, I think.
Sounds
think.
like a Jewish basketball player.
Right?
It's your Jewish stripper name.
That's so mean.
No, it's not.
Do you know
Everybody take
yours?
those shackles out for Gershon Rubin. You just come with your little talit, like dangling over your crotch.
Whip off your yarmulke, throw it into the crowd.
It's so funny. Do you know yours?
Yeah, I gave it to myself.
Oh, that's what you do?
Where do you get your? You just pick a name. They're like, all right,
I don't
let's go
know.
with
I
that.
just remember my parents telling me that's what it was.
Well, maybe you could change it.
You have
I
very
mean, that's
overbearing.
all right. I
Like,
don't
is it
go
on
by
your
it. It's
Jewish
not,
birth certificate?
I would. Mine was.
apparently, after this conversation, it comes up once every 34 years. So I'm okay with riding it out.
Mine started off as Mordecai, but then I thought that was kind of stupid, so I changed it to Moshe, which is Moses.
Yeah, that's cool,
Sounds
dude.
French. Moshe.
Moshe. Yeah, so.
Well, then what was
I
your
had a
bar
Jewish
mitzvah like? You
name.
just walk up all cocky, spitting Hebrew?
Well, let me tell you something. I did very well. For some reason, I think Hebrew is like that. Unless the guy was bullshitting me, like he came into the cantor. We didn't have a rabbi, which is really weird for a temple. We had a cantor, and he'd come to my house like every week, and I wouldn't practice at all. And I would still, we'd go over it, and I'd still do it flawlessly. And at that time in my life, I was like, I must be a smart guy. Turns out nothing ever in my life since then has been like that. But so, yeah, I didn't have to learn it that much. It was pretty easy, and then it was decently long. I went up there, and I didn't wear socks to my bar mitzvah, which is kind of weird not to do.
Just your choice? You were like,
I don't know. I think it was just like I just it wasn't like I'm going to make a statement or anything. It was just I didn't wear socks, and I didn't have a party. I didn't really have any friends or anything back in the day.
I was going to ask if like people showed up. Did friends come to you?
Yeah, just family, and I actually. I got a lot of money, and I was like, I'm just going to save all this money because maybe one day I'll need it in college, and that's what I bought a moped and scuba gear with.
Full circle. I love it. I love your Jewish story.
Yeah.
My Jewish
Oh,
story.
shit, that's funny.
I want to give myself a religious name. I'm going to work on that and get back with everyone. I think my name already is kind of religious, but like Nancy sounds
Nancy!
like... Yeah, like that
I
would
don't
be
know what that
maybe
is.
my religious name. And I have a normal real name because I don't think my name's normal for my age.
Are you Jewish?
No.
You can't give yourself a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would give myself a different religious name.
Like
I would pick a name.
like Christian
Mohammed?
name?
I would pick a religion first.
Okay.
And then I'd pick a name to go with
Start
it.
there.
Yeah. So I'll get back with everyone on that. I need a religion first. So
I go Scientology. Right off
my
the
name
bat.
would be Tom
That sounds
Cruise.
good. It's like I love science, and then they're like, no, this is what it's actually about. I'm like, shit.
I like
Yeah.
science. I like sociology.
All right.
You
Red.
know?
I look good in red.
My Scientology name is Bunsen Burner.
Tom Cruise was already taken, so I used to pick
shit.
something else.
What's that, Kabbalah? People still into that
Oh,
shit?
Madonna and Ashton Kutcher or
Yeah.
something. Because they made sure
But it's
to
like a
show
form of Judaism.
their like their little red friendship bracelet on the red carpet. Like that was a big, like they wouldn't, like when they're doing movies, they wouldn't take it off. So people were spending like, $10,000 to edit around this bracelet. It was
Oh, they
ridiculous.
like edited around it?
Yeah, they'd like edit it out of because they wouldn't take it off.
Why let them
That
show
that
it?
would be a diva move as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I think.
Faux show.
If you guys got to pick a religion, what would it be?
Judaism.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, I don't know any different. And we're in the entertainment industry. It pays to be Jewish.
It does help. Yeah. Well, if it was entertainment aside, what would you pick?
Judaism. It's pretty
That's
easy.
because it's what you know.
Yeah, but it's easy. Like,
How?
I mean, we don't have to do anything. We do that bar mitzvah thing, which I kind of
That's
didn't.
it. You did it, but you just do it once, right?
Yeah.
The bar mitzvah is kind of like all right, thanks thanks for tasting Judaism. We'll never see you again.
Yeah, dude,
Have a great
totally.
time.
I
Because
think it's
nobody
like a
ever
big,
comes
like,
back.
money collection.
No one gives a
Because
shit.
you just
Ever
stick
since
it out
that
long enough to get that money. Like, you get that payday, and then you're gone.
Dude,
I don't
ever
think
since
anybody
bar
at my
mitzvah.
temple believed in God. I mean, they might have, but I don't know.
Those services are so long.
It's kind of like even if
man.
you start talking about God, people are kind of like, ease up a little bit on the God talk, all
Their
right?
services were
We're,
long.
We're just
we're at
here.
the synagogue
Yeah.
to make deals in business, all right? We're not here to do God's work.
Yeah.
I grew up Mormon, so I would sit in church as a kid for 3 hours. Like, as a
Just
little
watching
kid,
people try and have kids.
that is just an eternity, and because of that, I'm just anti-religion.
How does that work out? So, is all your family Mormon and stuff?
Some of them are.
So, are your parents?
One of them is.
Did they divorce or
They
something?
did, yeah. So
Okay.
then one of them was like, well, I'm not going to be Mormon anymore, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
feel
I
like
kind of
that's-
got a little taste of both. I mean, it's,
So the other one, which one is the mom or dad that's Mormon?
my dad's
Or
Mormon.
d-
yeah.
So is he like super? So are you like
Yeah, he's super
cast
Mormon.
out of the family because?
Well, yes, but then none of my other siblings decided to be Mormon either, so it kind of worked out. So he's like, oh, well, you're still my kids, so it's okay.
Oh, that's nice. If one of them was like, "Yeah, Dad, he's
Like, if
like
it
you're
was
the
just
favorite,"
one of us
fuck you.
that wasn't
Kevin.
church, he'd probably like hate us. But I think when everybody leaves, it's like, oh shit, well, you know.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Then you don't have your family. Then you're a
Right.
terrible Mormon. You
Exactly,
don't have a
well,
family.
Exactly. Then you're a
That's
terrible
the worst
Mormon,
kind.
right? Because what's a Mormon without all of his children? A Jew. I think I would be maybe Hindu. It's very simple. Like, it's a karma religion based on karma.
Just a karma
Like,
thing.
just be nice to people; they'll be nice to you. Like, that's perfect, simple.
It's
I
kind of
like
like almost every religion, but
Like, no
none of them
rules.
like really follow it. Like Christians are just like, oh, yeah, like be nice to everybody, but at
Right.
the same time, they're like cast people out for being
Right,
different and
right,
stuff.
right.
At least like 30 or 40% of them, evangelicals, just statistics. But yeah, I'd probably be a Christian.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
But
pretty.
that's
It's
not a
pretty
religion.
pop.
Like, would you like?
It's pretty
know,
popular in this country. Okay,
Cut it down a little bit. Like, you got to like that's pretty broad. Like, you're either a Christian or you're not.
Fine, I'll be evangelical because that bubble looks fantastic to live in.
Okay.
It's just I don't know. Just like everybody thinks the same thing. It's very comforting, you know. I'm like on this like being like, are you guys atheists and stuff?
No, I just am not. I just don't.
Just nothing.
I just
okay.
don't religion.
But it's like you're like walk around every day and it's like you're like solo. You're alone. Do you guys not feel that?
I like being alone. I enjoy
I take
all
naps a lot.
every moment alone I have is a gift.
Okay, well,
But
I don't like
we
being
have
alone.
kids though, so that's different.
Yeah.
I go to the movies by myself. Like, I go out to eat by myself, like, because I want to. But I didn't used to feel like that. I used to want to be around people.
I find it's just comforting just to be in a group of people who thinks the same thing. Like, I guess that's what comedy kind of is for us, is that we go to this thing, and it's like, oh, we all feel the same way about the same thing. Like, comedy is kind of our religion.
Yeah.
And I'm the
There-
god.
Start a religion. There you guys go.
No, because it's too much work.
Atheism
Like,
is
I don't
what
want anything
comedy
to
religion
do.
is for the most part. People don't believe in
much.
shit.
But
But you say you're Jewish just in case.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's helpful in the showbiz industry.
definitely does not hurt.
No, not at all. Mark, we got to get out of here, but before we do, plug away again everything and your podcast, which you didn't talk about.
I didn't talk about my podcast. Okay. This is the most important part of the episode. Thank you for staying with us. Talk Ramen. It's
Isn't it
probably
the best name?
second
Yes.
best podcast behind Appropriately Inappropriate.
I love the name.
It's a great podcast. It's not on iTunes yet. We're waiting for the logo to fit the right dimensions. Bear Torres, get on your shit. But by the time this comes out, he'll have it. You're fantastic. But you can look us up on Facebook at Talk Ramen. You can like the page, and
like it
I
right
upload episodes
That's
every
good.
week. It's me, my friend Greg Snide, and Ryan Thorson, and we have special guests on all the time. Love to have you on, Kevin, sometime.
I would love
but-
to, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I really want to plug. You can rewind it for the
Get all the dates from the beginning again.
I just liked your show.
Yeah, Talk
Oh,
Ramen, dude. It's awesome, you guys. So, yeah, it's not on iTunes.
Kevin, you've
yet.
never even listened to an episode. This
That's
is
not true.
bullshit.
He is such a good podcast listener. He listens to stuff. I know he
Yeah.
does.
You said you
Why
listen.
being
You
so
said
mean?
you click play on it. And
Yeah, and then it wouldn't work.
Oh, that's a problem.
Okay.
But then it worked for you. We did the same exact thing on our phones. It started playing for you, but it wouldn't.
You
play
guys
for
are so professional with your show. You're like, say testing. The last episode, I re-listened to it, and for some reason, my mic, like, I just wasn't very loud at all. And then I went to look on the settings that have been set for like 6 months ever since Rob maybe set them, and somehow my mic got turned down halfway, and I was like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, you learn to do these things. When we recorded some great episodes when we first started doing this, and we didn't realize that they didn't get recorded at all, or one of our mics was off. So I mean, we've definitely
We didn't press play.
Yeah, no, that's happened. So and then you have to like re-record it, and it's really hard to create, the same.
Yeah. It's just a mood, and then
Yeah,
it catches
so,
on, and then dies.
Yep.
When doing a podcast, testing is the most important thing you can do, especially when you have a guest that'll travel, an hour to be here.
It's not the big deal. Gas is cheap.
Right now.
I have a day off. This is nothing for me. Okay?
Well, Mark, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it. We love having you. We'll have you on again. And everybody, go to his shows. He blasted his dates at the beginning of the episode. Go out to see him do some stand-up because he's fucking hilarious. As much as he talks down on himself.
Don't go.
Go out and support him.
See me in like 3 years. Go. Like the page, like Talk Ramen.
Oh, do that too. Definitely listen to his podcast, Talk Ramen. And then, guys, I guess just have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Oh, and happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, shit.
To the
That's
one
right. Well,
holiday
was-
I don't celebrate.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Happy Valentine's Day.
This has been another great presentation by the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You can find more information at 4eyedradio.com.